So this is your problem, no, Raj? You get disheartened so easily, right? Then a piece of movie was like, I'm not able to understand this. There's something wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, Raj, am I audible?
yeah, right.
Okay. What was I saying? Yes, that's what I was saying. Okay. So please, no moments of self-doubt. If that is gone out of the picture, you'll be great.
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. Any particular thing that you are wanting to focus on that would actually help you to achieve what you're trying to achieve?
Sorry, I couldn't get
Hello. Am I not
any
audible?
particular. Yeah, you are
Any
audible, but
any particular aspect or any particular factor that you would want to focus more on so that you can achieve what you're trying to achieve?
like I said earlier, that I have been being told this the pronunciation thing. So I think I
Pronunciation.
need to focus
Okay.
more on this one.
Pronunciations.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, you are watching any English web series or movies?
Uh, I don't watch it on regular basis, but yes, I have watched a few of them.
Okay. What have you tried?
Uh, like like a Small Wonder or Young Sheldon, Sheldon or something.
Young Sheldon. Okay.
Yeah, and
Young
apart from
Sheldon.
that,
Okay.
so many movies that when I had started watching these movies, I was unable to understand anything. But recently, I can understand almost everything. I don't need even
Wow.
the subtitles. But
Subtitles.
I feel
Oh,
sometimes
that's
I
good.
feel that I can understand, but at the same time, some movies are there, like the British genre or even the US genre. Some movies are especially there where even today I cannot understand anything, or I need the subtitle.
Mm-hmm.
So, but more
Okay.
often I understand.
You understand. Good. That's great. There's nothing wrong with watching stuff with subtitles on, right?
Uh,
Actually, I would
yeah,
say it would be better if you can watch stuff with subtitles on.
yeah. I have had a discussion on this with so many uh, people till now, and sometimes I feel like while watching with subtitles, it helps with the retaining power of those word meanings that you are unable to understand. But if we have to focus more on intonation part, maybe how the speaker is speaking and all that, then watching with subtitle is like we are glued to that subtitles only. We are unable to see that expressions. So I have experienced that as
You don't
well.
appreciate what is
So
going on screen,
I
right? We are just
yeah.
reading.
So I mean, right now, since I can understand, so I prefer watching without subtitles, because more often you don't. I mean, you generally understand the concept. You don't need to focus on special words. Some words, if that is very interesting, that will stick with you because of the I mean the dialogues and all.
Correct. The thing is that when you have the subtitles on, right? So yes, it is kind of a minus point that you don't really stick with the screen in the center. You're just all at the bottom to just read what is
Yeah,
going on. So but the plus point is that you are listening to it also and you are reading it also, right? So two
right,
things go hand in hand, right?
right.
So that is why it is more helpful than watching the stuff without subtitles,
Yeah,
right? It has nothing to do with your understanding that, okay, maybe he's not understanding, that's why he has the subtitles on. No, not the thing. It is just that to
right,
see, sometimes it happens there are words which are complex. So you're like, okay, what did she just say? So if you have that written underneath, so on this spot, you've got the spelling also and you've got the pronunciation also,
right,
right? So that word has a better chance of sticking with you.
right.
Okay, that is why watching things with subtitles is actually beneficial.
Yeah, that is also right. But
And
like I said, Yeah, sorry, go on.
No, no, please, please.
I mean, I just forgot. Yeah, I was saying that since since the start, the way I started, of course,
Hmm.
at the starting, I was unable to understand anything.
Understand.
The
Hmm.
yeah, the pronunciation and all. So at that point of time, I started watching with subtitles, and the main idea there then and there was I have to eradicate this subtitle thing. I have
Subtitle
to
reading.
understand this. Yeah, I have to understand with the way they are speaking with their lip sync and all. So I kept on doing that, and now I have reached up to that a level where I can
Wow.
understand. And
Hmm.
sometimes when I'm unable to understand, then also I try to focus more on listening part. I try to listen it again and again
Again.
uh, instead of switching on the subtitle.
Hmm. Very nice.
So
So at least you have
I
challenged
mean,
yourself to a
yeah,
point where you're like, no,
right,
no
right.
subtitles on,
And
no
like I would like
subtitles
to
on.
say one more thing.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I was watching series, not whether series or movie, I don't know. The Red
Hmm.
Roses. It is of
Very true.
British genre, and
Okay.
it was really difficult for me because before that, I have watched only US. Like in recent days, I had only watched the US genres,
American
so
accent.
I was unable to get those accent at all, and I cannot understand. I mean, I had gone through this that only UK has almost 40 different set of pronunciation. Like they have RP, modern RP, and so many other things. So there are 40 types of what
Pronunciation.
pronunciation. Yeah, not
Yeah.
pronunciation. 14 types of
Their
diction.
dialects change.
Yeah,
That
dialects,
is the thing,
diction.
that their dialects change. Yeah.
So this one was really difficult for me. I don't even remember when I had listened to this kind of dialect for the first time.
Oh wow. Was it old English? You were listening to like old English.
Not it was not that old maybe,
Okay.
but it was really challenging. So
Yeah.
I switched. I switched that off. I went back to some US genre again and watched that movie. Felt confident,
Okay.
and I kept that on hold. That I would come to this later.
It's like I went back to USA. I watched them. I was confident now. then I came,
Yeah,
when I came back to Britain, they just shut me down.
yeah. And I have been following some other British shows as well, and that I was able to understand
Understand.
quite well. But then I was unable to understand this one, so I thought, okay, I would challenge this as well later.
So this is your problem, no, Raj? You get disheartened so easily, right? Then a piece of movie was like, I'm not able to
uh,
understand this. There's something wrong.
yeah, something wrong, and I don't want to this on the subtitle and keep on watching this.
Yeah.
No, I will come back to it later.
Let me have some more confidence by going to USA and then I'll watch you again. So please, no, don't get disheartened by such things. There are a number of ways of pronouncing a word, and we cannot possibly know all, right? But I'm very happy that you always challenge yourself. You are watching different kind of things, and it is actually helping you. So that's a good
Yeah,
thing that you're doing. So it shows know how passionate you are, and just resisting yourself that no, please do not turn on your subtitles on. No, just keep them off and
yeah,
try to listen what they're saying. So that's a plus point. That's good. But please do not get disheartened. It's okay if there are whiles or there are movie items that you're not able to understand well. Some things are just produced or directed that way.
yeah,
Like
right.
in English also, there was this Shakespeare movie that I was watching, and it was like, oh, hats and forts and this. So I'm like, okay, I cannot watch this. It's not my time. So it's okay. I know that it's not the way I have learned the language. It was way back. So it's okay. It's fine.
I would like to mention one thing, one more thing that is coming to my mind right now. that I have been reading newspaper for years, and back
Oh,
then when I used to read, I mean when I had started, I was unable to understand anything. And then sometimes when I started understanding, and yet I used to read some articles which I was unable to understand, I used to think that "Hmm, this way, that all my efforts has gone in vain.
go on now.
Now, so I was not able to understand at that time my level. But now when I go back to read all those things, I understand, okay, that was not the problem of language. I mean, if you are reading something financial, how would you be able to grasp that? You can
Exactly. Not your
understand
area.
the English, but you are unable to understand the thing written or the
True.
concept written over there.
Hmm. That is
So
also nice.
I laugh at myself as well, but I see the same thing that yes, I have improved this much now.
Yeah. So it's good, right? It's not always the negatives, there are positives too. And we need to be appreciated for the positive part as well.
Right,
Okay. So it's okay. Whatever you have tried, it has worked really well. So I don't have any complaints regarding that. But yes, if you will keep on pushing yourself too hard and not see the bright side, then it will be a tad difficult.
right,
Okay. So please know that you've been doing well, and all you need to do is just strive to be a better person than what you are right now in terms of the language part. And the next time, whenever you are appearing for an interview, it should all be about confidence. That's one. And second, everything does not depend on this. I have more
right,
stuff to explore. This is just a part of it.
right.
Okay. If these things are taken, then I think your interview can be 100% what you want it to
Yeah, right,
be. Okay. And secondly, whatever is around you, we need to have more of English so that the exposure, it says positive, right? And there is nothing like, like you mentioned, that there is nobody around you who you can practice with except the sessions. You do not have any other medium. So these other media, whatever you're watching, reading, writing, that can be an alternative.
right.
All right. And that's it. That's all you need from my side.
Okay.
Okay. How many sessions are you left with?
Left with,
Yes.
I have resubscribed, so there is almost more than 50 sessions.
More than 50 sessions are left, right?
Yeah,
Good. That's great then. And I think if you are talking to uh, all the speakers on the platform as well, that must have been a good experience as well, because you have explored a lot of personalities till now,
yeah, right.
right? Okay. You've had around how many sessions on an average?
260.
260. Okay. So all
Yeah.
260 sessions have gone well, or some of them were like really bad?
I mean, when I had started, I was unable to speak at all.
Okay.
And now it seems that I can express freely to anybody in
Hmm.
any situation. So I
Right.
have come up to that level, but I mean, I'm thinking that where that spark is missing, the spark that will help me to become a tutor. So that confidence is missing somewhere, and I am looking for that only.
Hmm. Don't worry. The only part missing is you constantly thinking about the fact that where am I going wrong?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is
right,
it that
right.
I need to do? And that's the only thing that's going wrong.
And I mean, like I said to you earlier, that since after such a long time, I found your slots.
Yeah.
I was tentative whether to book one or two or more than that.
Yeah.
So, and when I was booking, in last few days, last few sessions, I have not getting any session notes.
Hmm.
So whenever there is no note, it becomes challenging what to talk. So I was thinking that as well while booking, but
Okay.
then I booked and yes, it went well. It went
Great.
actually well.
I was already not taking sessions for the past 5 days. I was down with severe tonsillitis. I was not able to speak. So I just joined back today. So I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little better today, so let's take sessions from today onwards.
Yeah.
So that's why I opened my timings today. So then I got like what 6 or 7 sessions for today. I'm like, okay, this is the only amount of sessions I can take, and I can talk
Mm.
a little bit. Apart from this, I won't be able to talk. So
Okay.
I myself was on a break for like 4 5 days. I was not taking sessions at all. There was no such thing. But okay, it's good. You have reached 260 sessions around and more sessions.
Yeah.
So
And
please
like
keep that.
when we talked last time, at that point of time, I had reached around 70 maybe. So
70
from 70 sessions to
to
260 sessions.
260, right? So it's like 190 sessions over.
Yes.
And it's sad, but I was very active last year. My session
I
timings and all. I don't know.
but
I was.
I could never see. Yes. And even like last week I had seen you around the same time. For two
Yeah.
days there were slots, but other days there was no slot. But
No.
by then I had finished my sessions of that week.
Right. Okay. Yeah, this problem has occurred that
Yeah.
the sessions they get booked very quickly.
Right.
Right. This is the
And,
problem. I am
and this is the problem since then, since I have joined.
since last year.
Like, yeah. Like I
Since
mean,
last.
I would like to remind you how or what had we
Yeah.
talked,
Yes, please.
because the last year when I had talked to you, the day before that I had gone to a water park with my friends,
Okay.
and we had talked about water park and all that, and how
Okay.
do you hate
And
going to water
how
park
I said
now.
it was unhygienic and all the
Yes,
people in
right.
right, right. Okay. That's all we talked about, or was there something else also?
Yeah, we talked only about this. The moment I shared this, and after that you started
I
talking that
triggered.
how did I enjoy and how, yeah, and all.
I got triggered. Okay. We only had one session earlier.
Not two sessions. In the
Two
first
sessions.
one, yeah, in the first one when I was explaining about myself, I had been using, I was explaining in some way that if I do this, I would do this, and something like this I was using. And then you had corrected me that while you are explaining your routine, you have always to stick with the present simple only. And yes, I know that, but
That's so apt.
when
Oh God. Okay.
I know, but when I'm explaining two different
It
things, that
gets mixed up.
I yeah, I have to mix
Right.
up things.